Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Plus Size in Canada. I'm Miranda, and today I have a special guest with me. This is my husband, Curtis, and we've been married almost 14 years. Our 14-year wedding anniversary is coming up on November 12th. And yeah, so today we wanted to bring you guys a marriage Q&A. And by we wanted to bring you guys, I mean, I begged Curtis to be on the video with me, so be kind in the comments, please. So I have this little bowl in here, and I found some questions online from just like a husband-wife tag or whatever. And yeah, so we're gonna just pick them one at a time and answer the questions. Curtis thinks he's like gonna get something wrong, but it's not a right or wrong kind of thing.
I'm usually wrong when it's between you and me.
That is true. That's why we're still married. No. Anyways, it's just like an opinion kind of Q&A. So, and I might learn something as well as you guys today. So this is going to be fun. I really had fun kind of cutting these up and writing them down, and might have put a couple in there that I was curious to know too.
And you told me I couldn't add any questions.
Yeah, his questions would have been awful, guys. I didn't let him put any in. So, do you want to pick first?
Sure. All right. Is it hard to stay in love in marriage? Do I answer it or do you?
You
I don't
can
know how
answer
this
it.
works.
We'll both answer it, I think. You can answer it first.
I think absolutely not. I fall more in love with you every day.
Who's gagging?
It's a little sappy, but it's true.
I also agree. I don't think it's hard to stay in love. I think that if you married the right person, then yeah, some days are going to be crappy, of course, but you love them, and love isn't really like something that just goes away, even if you're mad at your person. So yeah, I don't think it's hard to stay in love. Sometimes you get really ticked off at him. In fact, I get more mad at him than anybody else in the world, but it doesn't change the fact that I stinking love him. So, is married life better or worse than you expected? I'm gonna say it's like exactly what I expected. I expected it to be good, and it's good. It's great. I think the adulting thing is harder than I expected, like debt. But yeah, married life is great, and there's nobody I'd rather be in debt with than this guy.
It is fun. Lots of fun. I agree. It was pretty much exactly what I expected because I knew who I was getting into it with, so I knew it was going to be good. But the life thing is hard, and kids are hard, and life is freaking busy.
Oh, your turn.
What is it like being in what society calls a mixed weight relationship? That's a weird question because I've never heard that in my life.
Wondered if you'd ever heard that before.
Mixed weight relationship.
Okay, so this is like a mixed weight is like just in the last few years I've heard of it. And it's when a man and woman are like drastically different in body weight. And so now all of a sudden you're in a mixed weight relationship. So either you have like a fat fetish, that's what people think. You have a fat fetish, or I have a lot of money. Which
Okay.
neither of those are true.
That seems like somebody's overanalyzing something. I
Yes.
just like you, and I like what I saw. So I bought it.
You bought it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So this mixed weight relationship thing is actually probably something that a lot of guys never thought of growing up. But as a girl who struggled with her weight growing up, right here, I always thought I could never be with someone who was skinnier than me. I just thought I would look like I was yucky, or that people would think that I would like hurt my person. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just thought it looked wrong when a woman was bigger than a man. But in my head, I thought a man could always be bigger than a woman, and that's the way it should always be. I don't know if that's just how I was raised, if that's what my parents led me to believe, or society at the time led me to believe. But that's what I believed for a really long time. And actually, when Curtis and I started going out, I was in one of my weight loss journeys, and was already down a few pounds, which what gave me the motivation and gave me like the courage to even let him know that I liked him. Because at the time when we started dating, you were only 130 pounds. He was actually a really skinny guy. He's bulked up nicely.
She's helped me nicely. Pretty good cook.
But he's also gained a lot of muscle, and he's a firefighter, and so there's certain things that his career demands his body to be able to do. But he's grown into a man. And I mean, we've been together. We started going out when we were 18.
When we started going out, and
exactly.
We're adults.
Anyways, I just think like now I've really realized society has a lot of really stupid ideas. And to me, a mixed weight relationship shouldn't be a thing. It's a relationship. Just like, a mixed race relationship shouldn't be a thing. Mixed ages really shouldn't be a thing. Like if you fall in love with somebody that's 10 years older than you, who cares? I just think marriage is marriage. And if you love somebody, you love somebody, and especially what they look like. Are you kidding me? If you're into it, why should anybody else care? Right?
I agree.
Hey. Okay, my turn. What is your favorite thing about your spouse as a parent to your children?
You first?
Okay. My favorite thing is that he is very giving of his time. So he's a paramedic, he's a firefighter, and when he comes through the door, he's exhausted most of the time, and yet he still finds all the time to give to his kids. Even if he's tired, even if he lost a lot of sleep or didn't sleep, he still will always make sure to wake up before the kids go to school so he can say goodbye to them before they get on the bus, or make time to play with them each individually all the time, which is something I really don't do very well because I'm around them all the time. I'm busy, I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm doing the house chores, all that stuff. So yeah, I'm with my kids, but I don't always make time for my kids individually, which is something this guy is excellent at.
I would say I need to read the question.
Did I not answer it right?
You answered it.
What is your favorite thing about your spouse as a parent to your children?
I think that...
There should be a lot.
Well, there is a lot. It would be a long list, but that wouldn't be an exciting video. So, I think probably what impresses me most about your motherness
That's a word.
is that your whole life revolves around other people, and you care so much about the kids. You actually don't take care of yourself sometimes because you care so much about them, and that's pretty awesome that you can give your entire life and all your time and all your efforts and all your love to the 3 little lovely kids. I think that's awesome.
Thank you. That's nice.
Good on you.
Your turn.
I took 2. Who is more likely to start a fight? Usually things I do start the fights, but she throws the first punch, for sure.
We don't punch each other.
Not a literal punch, more of a figurative punch. And they're pretty hard figurative punches sometimes.
I get angry easily, okay? That's true. I definitely get angry easily. But something that's new, like when we were dating, this guy never got mad at me. I could do no wrong, trust me. He would never get mad at me. Everything I did, even if I was being a terrible human being, like being mean to him, he would be like, "Oh, it's okay, honey, it's okay. Like, what can I do?"
Now it ticks me off.
And now he gets so mad, and he fights with me, and he picks fights with me. So I would disagree. I think we both start fights. I think it's pretty even.
Okay.
There's going to be a fight after this video, you better believe.
Oh, dear.
Okay. Has your spouse ever bought something you didn't like? Bought something for you. Has your spouse ever bought something for you that you didn't like? I know one thing right off the bat. Last Christmas, this guy, okay, buying clothes for me is hard, okay? And if I don't get to try it on, then we shouldn't be buying it. He bought me this hoodie. It was cute. It was a crop top.
That was an accident.
It was
I
missing
struggle.
the whole bottom half of
No,
this.
okay, it was missing.
No. I tried it on. The size, I think you got it in a 1X too. Like it was not a bad size. So I tried it on, but it was like covered the boobs and then it was like nothing else.
Works for me.
Anyways, Didn't we return that?
Oh, yeah.
I think we returned that.
Yes, we did.
Anyways, that was for Christmas last year, so that was a funny gift. But it was a good effort, and I appreciate the effort.
So Miranda has never bought anything for me that I don't like. She actually usually is better at buying stuff for me than I am. She knows what I want sometimes when I don't even know it. She'll buy me something and I'll kind of be like, ooh. And then in a couple days I'm like, frig, I like that. She knows me better than I know myself.
But you know what, though? Sometimes I buy you crap, and you're like, but I don't need that.
And
But
then
I don't
I
need
do.
that. Yeah, but he
She
does
knows what
get mad
I
at
need
me.
and what I like.
Okay, that's great. But you're not telling the full truth because you do get mad at me when I spend too much money on
I don't
you.
like you buying anything because...
The debt thing, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. What's it like having in-laws?
This will be fun.
Okay, I'll go first. Interesting. It's like, you know how you have arguments and disagreements with your own family? Now you get to have it with another family too.
All over again.
And the other family doesn't love you as much as your own family does. So it makes things really interesting. All in all, I mean, we've been married 14 years. So of course it's not perfect. But our relationships, especially my relationship with my mother and father-in-law, got off to a bit of a rocky start because we got pregnant really early. We actually got pregnant 3 months after we were married. So, yeah, hormones and just changes of life for them. And there was a bit of a whirlwind. But, you know, there's been times, rocky patches over the years that have been a little difficult, but we like to just move on and forget them. Our relationship's gotten so much better, honestly. And my in-laws are so good to my kids. And that right there means the world to me. So, yeah, it's interesting. And you have to give a lot of grace. And sometimes you just have to know when to shut up. But which is something I still need to learn a lot of the time. But I think it's not that bad, really. It's not. It's funny. And I'm glad to have him to laugh over the things about it with.
We usually share opinions on a lot of that stuff, actually. So what is it like to have in-laws for me? I love my in-laws, and it's definitely a bit of a tightrope walk sometimes, I would say. But very positive thing in all. It's like I had one great family and now I have two great families. Also, I have way more tools to use now because I can borrow tools from her dad who has everything. Mm-hmm. And I do have to fight off the hugs every once in a while because her mom is a hugger and I am not. So she gets a side hug from me and then I get in trouble for not giving her a two-armed hug, which I don't think... Side hugs are appropriate, I think.
Okay, next question. Move on. Move on.
My turn. What was our last argument about? About who starts fights? About 2 minutes ago?
No, legit.
Probably money. I wouldn't say, we're not hard off for cash. We do good. We work hard and we can pay our bills, but money's always tight, and I think you guys can probably mostly relate to it, and it brings up probably the most stress in our marriage. So just the discussion of money, doesn't have to be a fight, but it's stressful every time.
Right.
Until we get that debt thing figured out, which I don't know if we ever will, we'll probably continue to argue and disagree on money spending. But that's okay.
And that's the hard thing too, because I'm a spender, he's a saver, so it makes it interesting.
Just like Cooper and Skylar.
Yeah. But right now, like it being Christmas time, and if you've watched my vlogs, then you know that our dog is sick too. So that's a financial burden at this time. So yeah, there's a lot of arguments about money right now, but
that's okay.
It's okay. It's just part of marriage. What is the best gift you've ever received from your spouse?
Ooh, I'm going first. I'm cutting.
Okay.
She surprised me with a trip to Montreal to see the Toronto Maple Leafs play the Montreal Canadiens, and that was the coolest present ever. And we don't get much time away from the kids with just us, so that especially made it a really cool present. The only thing wrong with that present was the Leafs lost, and I can't really blame you for that.
I couldn't plan that. My best gift that I ever got from Curtis was actually not even really a gift. It was just kind of like a romantic thing that he did. Before we were married, were we engaged? No, we weren't even engaged.
We weren't even engaged.
We weren't even engaged. Yeah, it was our first Christmas together. We had only been dating a little over a month, and he surprised me with a Christmas wreath in my bedroom. So my parents got an artificial tree, okay? And I was like, no, we need a real tree. It's not even going to smell like Christmas in here. And if you know me, you know I'm obsessed with Christmas. This has been going on for a long time. So he surprised me. We weren't even home. I don't even think anybody in the family was home at the time. Was anybody home? I don't know.
I don't know.
This was like 15 years ago. So anyways,
getting foggy.
He put a wreath in my bedroom, and even like some like Christmas scents too, like a plug-in or something.
Plug-in Glade Christmas smell.
Yeah. And so when I came home from wherever I was at the time, I opened the door to my bedroom, and it was like a Christmas fiesta in my bedroom. It smelled so good, and it was like the most romantic thing he could have ever done for me. And still, like, that just hello.
That
ladies.
means I haven't done anything in a while.
There's been things since then, but this is like, at that moment I was like, ooh, girl, you did good. Is it my turn or yours?
I don't know.
Okay.
What are your spouse's worst habits? Ooh. You go first.
I know. He drives me crazy. When we are sitting in bed watching Netflix, he picks his nails like this. Just like, I don't know what he's doing. He just picks, and it drives me nuts. And usually our arms are like touching like
I
this.
fidget a little
And
bit.
he just moves all the time. It's like, and I grab his hand and make him hold my hand because I don't want to feel it. It's so annoying. There's a lot more other things, trust me, but this video is getting long.
I'm going to have trouble with this question.
Yeah, I'm pretty much perfect.
She is. I can't even think of anything that bugs me about her.
I don't have a bad habit.
I don't know. I don't really think...
Wow.
You annoy me with several things, but it's usually a different thing every time. I really don't have an answer for that.
Does my Christmas music in August bother you?
No, not too much. I've gotten used to that.
What about my Kenny and Dolly?
I can't stand Penny and Dolly. We'll use that because I can't think of something and you're...
That's fair, and you always bother me when I put Kenny and Dolly on. I have the whole album and I listen to it all the time.
Don't get me wrong. She does a lot of things that really bug me. I just can't think of anything specific. So she's just...
I'm perfect.
She's good at being annoying too.
This is a good one. Who wears the pants? Can you tell from the video?
It's her.
So there are certain things that I just let him deal with because I don't wanna.
But she gets the choice of what I get to wear the pants for. So
yeah,
I wear the pants when I'm allowed to. And she wears them the rest of the time.
Yeah.
There's specific things that I'm definitely in charge of and that I don't even let you do, even if you want to. So, but probably the majority of things, she's the decision maker unless I strongly disagree on something.
And I am going to replay this video for him when he fights me on that. My turn or yours? Okay.
Do you regret getting married so young? No way. I do not one bit. No offense, kids, but I wish we had taken a little more time to have kids. We didn't know we'd be able to have children, so we started really early trying to have kids. And that just kind of didn't give us much of a chance to just be us for a little while. So I would say I regret that a little bit, but not at the expense of any time with the kids, for sure.
So we got married when he was still 19. He was about to turn 20, and I had just turned 20. And I agree. I don't think we got married too young at all. I think when you know, and we have Christ in the center of our relationship, and we always have. I think he made us for each other, truly. Yeah, I agree. We've said over the years that we kind of wish we waited to have kids a little bit longer, but I have PCO, so I was told that I likely wouldn't ever have kids. So we started trying really early, like like a month after we got married, we
Yeah.
started trying. We were actually both virgins when we got married, so holla.
Taught her everything she knows.
Oh, our parents better not watch this video for multiple reasons. Okay. What is your spouse's best personality trait? I would say that he is very selfless. He, just like in his careers, obviously, he cares about other people. But that's not it. Like, he will always look after me first, or the kids, or his grandparents, or his parents, or his brothers, or my parents. He will be always willing to lend a hand. And I'm the kind of person which I will help, but I'm like, I don't want to. And he's like, what do you need? I'll help, you know? So I think that's pretty cool.
I couldn't disagree more about what you said at the end, where you're not helpful and not.
Yeah, but I begrudgingly help.
Okay. I actually couldn't think of the word, and then she said selfless, and I was trying to figure out what word I was going to use to describe what she is, and it's selfless because she rarely considers herself with decisions, and almost always the kids. And if it's not the kids, then she's worrying about me. So I have the same exact answer for you.
Okay. Or he's just copycatting
I'm
because he
not
can't think of
copycatting.
something else.
It's a good idea. If you could pause life right now and travel back in time with your spouse, where would you go? Where or when?
Where or when?
I think I would go right back to just after we got married, before we had kids, because I want to extend that time, and I wish for it often.
Okay, this is easy for me. And we've both said that we could go back and do this before too. We went on a trip to Ontario with Curtis's mom and dad and little brother when we were engaged. And we had one day in Niagara Falls, just us two, where we had like a date, and we had it set aside from his parents, who were a little bit hovery on the trip.
A little?
Anyways, we both regret not going and eloping in Niagara Falls. And I think that would have been like the most amazing thing ever. And I regret not doing it. And to have to come home and like plan a wedding and everything was just kind of annoying. And honestly, the wedding was great. But the best part about the wedding was when it was over, because then we could be alone together again. And I could get out of that dress that was bruising my ribs, you know? So this is the last question. And it's a really good question to finish the video, I think. How has technology changed your relationship over the years? So when we started dating, we were messaging each other through MSN Messenger, and we had high-speed internet at that point, like dial-up. We had just gotten rid of dial-up internet, and we had just gotten to high speed.
You could talk on the phone and be on the internet at the same time. This was big news, guys.
Right. Times have changed. I did not have a cell phone. I actually didn't get a cell phone until like 2009, 2010. Curtis had a cell phone in 2004, but it was one of those like flip phones. And
right.
I thought it was pretty cute. I thought he was like a businessman with that flip phone. Okay.
Wow. That impressed you?
Anyways, yeah, it's changed a lot, and we use it because he's gone so much for work. It's really honestly great to have technology to be able to talk to him on the phone, FaceTime, send videos with the kids, and like he plays Fortnite with the boys when he doesn't have any calls at work. Like they're at home. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Several victory royales, actually.
Toot toot. I hate that game. Anyways, the boys love it. Technology isn't always great because sometimes random people send me dick pics and it's yucky. And it's the worst when it's people that you know. Like, I didn't ask for you to message me that disgusting picture of that part of your body. Like, what kind of woman in her right mind would want to like eat her cereal in the morning and open up her phone to see that? ugh, gross. So it's definitely not all good. And I know Curtis gets like emails from women who we know aren't even women. It's like
Scam
people try,
artists, who knows what
yeah,
it's for, but yeah, there's lots of that.
and like send like pictures and say, "Oh, you good man. Oh, make me nice Canadian wife." You know.
We have read a lot of those emails, and you do the voices,
Yeah,
and
I love it.
it's quite funny. Actually, it's great. Yeah, I agree. It has helped a lot with us being able to communicate more regularly when I'm away, and I'm away a lot. And that's been really important for us because, and now I'm to the point where I really can't go without my phone on my side. I didn't bring my phone to work one day, and it drove me completely nuts because I can't text, I can't talk to her, I don't know what's going on, and I don't feel like I'm able to, as much as this sounds stupid, be able to protect her, because I always want a line of communication open between us. We've had situations before where I needed to get home in a hurry, and I want my phone right by my side for that reason. Also, phones get in the way sometimes. Sometimes your phone's in your hand, and we'd rather go back to MSN Messenger when you either sit together or you use your computer. Because now our computer is in our hand, and it's a distraction sometimes.
Right.
So I would say that's a negative side of
Because there's
technology.
multiple times where we're on our phones instead of with each other.
Yeah.
And we're in the same room, but we're both on our phones.
And
Yeah.
usually after that happens, we both regret it, and we wish we had have just put our phone away and watched a movie together or done whatever.
We need to get better at that for sure. I
Speaking
think
of that, my phone just...
I know.
Just kidding.
Your phone did just make a sound. So thanks for watching this video, you guys. And thank you to Curtis for being on the video with me. That was really fun. It was like a little therapy session, little couples therapy, and we're going to put it on YouTube. So.
You said we were going to fight after this about the
No,
fight
I'm over
question?
it. So if you haven't already, please hit subscribe. We'd love to have you guys join the family here on this channel. I post 2 videos every week. One is a weekly vlog, and one is a more thought out sit down video. And if you want to see more videos with this guy, then let me know down in the comments below.
And I might agree to it, but probably not.
I hope you guys have a really good day. Thanks for watching. Bye.